Welcome back to Dash Explore. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be recapping our 2-day Florence itinerary with kids in just 2 minutes. Now, real quick before we get started, I want to get you guys caught up on where we are at in our trip since this is not our first destination. My husband Andrew and I, our 2 daughters, Haley age 5 and Delaney age 2, as well as Andrew's mom, recently went on a 12-day European adventure to Italy and Denmark. In our last video, I recapped our 4-day Rome itinerary with kids in just 4 minutes, and I will be sure to link that above. And today we are off on the next stop of our adventure, Florence. So I think that gets you guys all caught up on our trip, and so with that, let's jump into our time in Florence. Day 1 started off in Rome, where we packed up all of our stuff and headed out to the train station. We'd pre-booked all of our train tickets ahead of time and were able to request seats all together. We enjoyed a relaxing 1.5-hour ride before arriving in Florence and making our way to our Airbnb. We were told we were okay to check in, even though it was only noon, but when we arrived, we found that the cleaners had not come yet, and we couldn't even get into our apartment. Our host was incredibly nice and quickly came over to the apartment to apologize and let us in so we could at least drop off our stuff, and also gave us a great recommendation for lunch since we were all getting very hungry. We walked to the restaurant right next door to our apartment and continued to enjoy all the delicious Italian cuisine. Then we were off to start our adventures in Firenze, which mostly included shopping. We found the cutest store to get some souvenirs, checked out a couple other shops, and then of course had to get our daily dose of gelato. We also got to walk over the Ponte Vecchio for the first time. Then we went back to our apartment to regroup before our scheduled time to climb the Duomo. Now I will have more details about doing this with our kids in our next video, but I will say the views from the top are stunning. Then we were all exhausted, so we went to the local grocery store to pick up some meats, cheeses, bread, and wine for a snack dinner before calling it a night. Our second day started out with Andrew's first international run, my second, and we ran up to the Piazza Michelangelo. We were so thankful we had an extra adult with us on this trip so we could do this run together and enjoy the incredible views from the square. Then we got ready and met our tour guide Viola for a walking historical tour of Florence. She was an amazing guide that taught us so much about the city and did an amazing job of including Haley in all of our discussions. But overall, this was not the girls' favorite part of the trip, although all of the adults had an amazing time. We also got to see David as a part of this tour, which was truly an incredible sight to see. After our tour, we backtracked to a small sandwich shop that Viola had showed us along the way and grabbed some sandwiches and took them back to enjoy on the patio of our Airbnb. The weather was beautiful and it was so nice to sit down and relax after walking all over the city. After our rest, we went back out to do some more souvenir shopping and sightseeing, which naturally led us to another round of gelato. We also got to enjoy some wine from a wine window, which was a super cool experience. Then on our way home, we grabbed some takeout pasta for Andrew's mom and the girls because we were going to enjoy a Florentine steak dinner date, just the 2 of us. The girls enjoyed the relaxing night in the apartment, and Andrew and I enjoyed some time together to reflect on all of our experiences so far on this trip. To cap off this last night, we tried the most interesting gelato flavor so far, buffalo mozzarella and balsamic vinaigrette. Okay, again, we packed so much into such a short time in Florence, but we had the most incredible time as a family. Florence felt a lot less chaotic than the hustle and bustle of Rome and was a nice follow-up to the beginning of our trip. Andrew and I had been to Florence before, but it felt like we spent a lot more time in the city this time and really got to enjoy all of its charm. I am loving making these condensed itinerary recap videos because it is a great way for me to relive our trip, but I also feel like it's a great way for you to see what we did with our kids in these cities and to see what might be possible for you and your family. I've already made one of these videos, like I said, for our time in Rome, but I've also made one for our trip to London this past fall and our trip to Disneyland Paris about a year ago, and I would love to continue doing these in the future. But the one thing that I need your help with is to come up with a name for this series. So if you have any ideas about what we could call this short recap condensed itinerary series, please feel free to leave a comment below because we would love to take some suggestions from you all. As I've already mentioned, next week I will have a special video about climbing the Duomo with kids and how we went about making the decision to climb the Duomo with our own family. And with that, thank you so much for watching today. We hope that you found this video helpful, and if you did enjoy this video, we would really appreciate it if you could give this video a like, and if you could subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you could continue to follow along with all of our Italian adventures as well as all of the family travel trips we like to share. So thank you so much again for watching today, and we will catch you in the next one.